This is the 2022 Franchise Broker Awards. I'm Jody O'Brien. We're joined today by Nancy Williams. Nancy, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Well, congratulations. Your NValuable Franchise Consulting Inc. brokerage has won for one of the top awards this year for Franchise Broker Awards. And what does this mean to you?
Oh, Jody, I can't even tell you. We're really excited. I started back in 2016 and didn't know exactly how it was going to turn out. And my experience has been incredible. And I just really enjoy sharing it and working with clients. So it means quite a bit to be acknowledged this way.
Well, I have to ask you about your background because we know that you're definitely representing African American women in this space. And you yourself have said we don't see many African American women like yourselves in brokerages. So tell us a little bit about your history.
Yes, that's so true. So I came out of corporate. I worked for a major telecom company for 14 years in management. And as I was coming out of that, I was trying to figure out what my next steps were going to be. And I've done business ownership in the past, and it's something that I really wanted to get back to. So I decided, let's look around. And like many people, I had no idea the franchise broker sector even existed. I'd never even heard of it. So I started doing some research and interviewing some very well experienced franchise consultants. And I noticed that almost everyone that I spoke to didn't look like me, sound like me, or come from a background that I have. And so I said, you know what? I think this is a great opportunity to bring more people of color into franchising, having what I consider to be an ambassador into the field. And I said, let's do this, and that's pretty much how I got started.
Well, I have to say, I was just reading yesterday that franchising is the great equalizer in business. Do you believe that?
I do. We talk about that all the time when I'm speaking to clients or doing an interview. Business ownership in the United States really propels individuals and families to the next level of wealth. I know, lots of people talk about real estate ownership, and certainly that does it. But there's nothing like owning a business. To give generational wealth. And what's so awesome about franchising is that it is an area that anyone can get into. I understand that there's a level of investment there, but there's lots of ways to tap into funding and to just really, start your own business and build wealth generationally.
I love that. So what makes the perfect broker? What has been your success? What would you say to people who are trying to break in?
Well, I don't know if there is such thing as the perfect broker. However, I will say, I think the most successful and the people that enjoy it the most are those that put their clients first. There are thousands of franchise brands out there, from small emerging brands to, the tier one brands that we all know of, that typically are in fast food. And I think when a broker does a great job and are successful, it's when they tap into exactly what their client is looking to do. So whether it's a short-term investment, long-term, as we talked about generational wealth, are they looking to make a certain amount of money so they can invest in something else? Do they want to grow to multiple locations? So you have to spend time understanding what your client is looking for and what the best is going to be, best fit's going to be for them.
That makes complete sense. And I guess the next question is what is a good franchisee? A lot of these franchisors are looking for that quintessential franchisee. So what do
Yeah.
you look for in your candidates?
So I think a good franchisee is someone that is less focused on the brand or the sector, but understanding what they're looking for in terms of the outcome, like I said previously. So you'll get clients that are all excited and they call you and they've seen a brand that they absolutely love, whether, they see it in their town or they see it on television or, they've heard people talking about it, and they get sort of wrapped up in the brand and they don't really understand the operational workings of it, the financial investment, any of those details. So For me, a franchisor should really focus on whether the qualities of this candidate is going to be the right fit for their brand. So, do they want to be an owner operator, right? So some franchises are really only focused on owner operators. Are they looking for people that are okay with semi absentee or passive, and really just looking for investors that want to grow to multiple locations and have other people running it? Are they good salespeople? Do they care about customer service? What's at the forefront of their personality? Are they too shy to really go out and represent the business and get new clients? So, my advice to franchisors is to really look at the quality of the candidates, qualifications, and their personality, and figure out if it's a good fit for the culture of that brand. And more than likely, they will be very successful because the brand essentially is going to teach them how to be a good franchisee of that particular brand.
I feel like suggesting to you what winning means to you, because I can tell that matching the franchisee up with the perfect brand, like that great relationship and that great fit, has to be winning for you. But I don't want to put words in your mouth. What does winning for you look like?
Yes, Jody, you've definitely nailed it. So, winning for me is finding a client that we go through the process together. They are engaged and excited about it. They sign their franchise agreement and they call me 6 months later and just tell me that, it was exactly what they were looking for. And really winning in that time would be them saying, I've actually signed on to open additional units, because, if someone's growing with the franchise, they're happy. But another indication of winning for me is a client that goes through the process and determines that they're not ready, because this is an educational process for most people. Most people are not in a position to purchase a business on their first try. So the nice thing is, if they're willing to go through the process, get educated, stay engaged, and even if they determine that this is not the right time for them, they become an excellent candidate for some time down the road. So winning is really fulfilling what the client's needs are at that time and being able to identify those.
Well, you've been in for 6 years. And so, what will be exciting is when you get to see that generational growth really build, and you can see people take what they have created and pass it to their children and their grandchildren. So, I can't wait for you to experience that.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I want to be able to go into their storefronts or talk to them, and they tell me that their son or daughter has decided that they're going to go into property management business with them, right? Or senior care or children's education, and it really becomes a family business. So that, yes, is the long-term goal, and would certainly indicate a level of success for me.
Well, I definitely think you're on your way. Nancy Williams of Invaluable Franchise Consulting Inc. Thanks for being with us today, and congratulations.
Thank Thank you so much. Thank you for the award and the acknowledgement, and hope to be doing this for many years to come.